My name is Christopher Errera. I am a composer, motivational speaker, and a film score and record producer.
Hi, my name is Krystle Ansay. I'm 29 years old. I am president of our local Windy City chapter of Little People of America.
Can you tell me a little bit about your organization?
We are in an organization that helps the advocacy of dwarfism. We help with the medical end, financial end, the social end, and also the employment or business end of the social aspects of life. So our organization is designed to help the benefit of people with dwarfism. And how you represent what is dwarfism. Dwarfism is deciphered different because you have to have a medical issue. You have to be 4 feet 6 inches and under, but you have to also have a skeletal dysplasia issue. So that is something within your skeleton has to have a deformity to be classified as a dwarf. So that's what differentiates a dwarf from like another short person who might just have a different condition, like Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman would not be considered a dwarf. He's a little person. That's because his kidneys. He didn't have an actual deformity within his bones.
Is it possible if you can tell us correct terminology? I find that it might be offensive, if people say midget or something like that.
I personally, if somebody, it's free speech. Somebody's going to say midget, they're going to say midget. I find that a lazy word to describe who we are. Because as you know in your lifetime of what you've had to, what you hear, it's lazy. But really, what is the most appropriate, I guess, besides just using our names, would be if you're classifying, I know so-and-so, he's a little person. If you want to get really, really medically accurate, he's a dwarf. Or you could even get more medically and say the actual condition and dwarf. But, I mean, do we go around and say, that guy over there, he's an Italian, a Polish, and Swedish dude? No, I met Joe. So really the best terminology is our first names. But if anybody wants to describe who we are as people, I would have to say little people. Short stature's fine, but I just find that it just doesn't roll off the mouth fun. That's how I personally view it. Some people have other different, but that's how I personally view it. But if somebody wanted, somebody came out and said, oh, look at the midget over there, do I run up into him and try to, punch him? No. I just know the class of person that's over there. He's lazy. Or she's lazy.
Midget I think it was originally, to classify a certain type of fly, and then it got used in, the circus kind of freak show world. And so a lot of little people, like myself included, kind of agree with Chris, if someone's going to say it, they're going to say it. But to me, personally, it classifies you as, not good enough to do anything but be a freak.
Can you tell me some of the discriminations that you face on a daily basis?
A lot of staring and random comments. Actually,
prejudgment. Take it for the grain of salt that it really is. Okay? It's anybody in any race, any, from black to Asian to Puerto Rican to Mexican, to any creed, to any nationality from Muslim on down. There's prejudice. Okay? People don't like change. People don't like differences. So when people are scared, their mouth runs. All of us little people, we didn't pick the bodies we had. We got them like anybody else. You didn't go through a catalog. Oh, what the heck is here? Don't look at us for our size. Look at us what we can contribute to society. Why are you going to make fun of something we have no control over? Sudden people with change and people with diversity from African American all the way down to little people. That we have to broaden people's brains, broaden people's horizons, and let them understand that we're here as equally as them. We have feelings. We hurt, we cry, we laugh. No difference. But to make fun of something we have no control over is ludicrous. And I feel bad. Because there's a lot of people that don't stand 6 feet tall that are wonderful people. That have a lot to offer. And have a lot of really cool life experiences and stories to share that, because of people's prejudices and being scared. That's all it comes down to being scared. They lose out.
What are some of the misconceptions about little people?
We do not have a pot of gold. We don't jump through rainbows. And we certainly don't turn into dolls like Chucky.
we can do, we just lead average lives. I mean, there's nothing I mean,
We breathe
there's
air, we
nothing
eat food, we do all
spectacular.
of the other biological functions that a human being does.
Yeah.
You know, the biggest thing is I would have to say is that, you know, the only difference that makes us different than anybody else is our legs are a little shorter. I enjoy life. I'm going to live life the way I want to live. Nobody's going to stop me. My body's not going to stop me. God gave me a wonderful brain and a wonderful talent. And that's what I believe that everybody, not even short, little people, fat people, tall, whatever, we all were put here for a purpose, and if we're not going to use our purpose, then shame on us. But everybody in the world should at least accept one another as